Right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahawah, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that rule well and teach well. To the hope of the lake out there. Yeah, man. Just back at it one more time, man. You know, doing what a watchman do, man. You know, giving warning to you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans of the sad perils that's set to come to America, man. You know, shit is really about to get bad out here, man. You know, famine. You know, a famine is about to come. You know, why you think eggs so goddamn high? You know, you got meat shortages. You know, they got all these store closing. You know, but things is really about to get crazy, man. You know, you look at all these train derailments, you know, where these chemicals are leaking into the water. Well, that's prophecy, man. Well, Yahawashi said he was going to cut off the wholesale water and the wholesale for bread, man. You know, and you people ain't paying attention, man, to the signs, man. You know, you can tell when it's like you can tell when it's fair weather, you know, but you can't discern the times, roughly paraphrase. Grab that, Papa. You know, and people are just in this peace and safety spirit, man. You know, well, Scripture says when they shall say peace and safety, man, sudden destruction shall come upon them. You know, it's about to get crazy, man. And we're just warning you that things is really about to get bad. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, and verse 2. It says, he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather. Today, for the sky is red. And Lord, O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern the signs of the time. That's right. You people can tell when March Madness is. You know, you can tell when basketball season is. But you can't tell that things is about to get bad out here, man. You know? You got it, bro. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He asked me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Measure the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest, from the top. He asked me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, as I told you before, then shalt thou understand that the same time, it's like it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. That's right, man. And we seeing the Lord visiting the world which he made, man. You know, in California, you got damn snowstorms. You know, you got earthquakes. You know, you got uproars of the people all across the world. You know, well, these were the signs that the Lord gave us to measure the times, man, by the way of the prophecy, man. You got it, bro. God, verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and we see these things, man. You know, record earthquakes. You know, people going crazy, uprises of the people, man. You know, we seeing all these things come to pass, but people's not measuring the times, man. That's why you're gonna get caught out there, man. You know, when the Lord come like a thief in the night. You got it, bro. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee. So like it, then you gonna understand, man. You know, when all these things come to pass, man. You know, when you forced to eat your baby. You know, when the power out. You know, when all these calamities come upon you, then you gonna realize it, man. You got it, bro. It says, even from the beginning, but like it's all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. That's right, man. We at the end, man. You know, we're at the end of the rule of the so-called white man. You know, and this devil's about to come down with great wrath, man, because he know that he got but a short time. You know, and part of his new world order is that he want to put his Quran man, man. You know, like, I got you. Yeah, cool. You got it.
Yeah, this, Revelation 12 and 12. He said, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's right, man. That's why this devil is causing all these train derailments, you know, causing these food shortages. You know, the dollar's about to collapse, you know, and pretty soon he's going to try to put his Quran man, you, man. You know, and as a watchman would have warned you, you know, where we see the sword coming and blow not the trumpet, you know, we're going to have blood on our hands, man. You know, so we're to warn you of these things, man. You know, for here, for there.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
That's right, man. We're giving you warning from the Lord, man. Yahawashi. You know that he's about to bring great evils on the earth, man. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 5, man. Evil and only evil, behold, is come, man. You know,
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, and verse 5. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, and evil and only evil, behold, is come.
now, good times.
Evil and only evil, behold, is come.
Now, make America great again.
Evil and only evil is behold, is come.
That's right, man. Evil and only evil, behold, is come, man. You know, these grocery stores is about to be found empty. You know, for the scripture said, for suddenly shall the song play secure on song, man. You know, why you see all these grocery stores shutting down, man? You know, but the people just pass on, man. You know, what the scripture say, the simple pass on and are punished. You know, a lot of you niggas is about to be punished, man. When Yahawashi open up on you, man. You know, you got it, bro.
Yeah, then Proverbs 22 and 3, he said, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
That's right, man. Salakia, a wise man foresees the evil and hide himself. In these scriptures, man. But people ain't prudent, man. They can't foresee the evil that's about to come, man. You know, you got it.
He said, but the simple pass on and are punished.
That's right, man. A lot of you simple niggas is about to pass on and be punished, man. You know, because you didn't hearken to the word, man. You know, for the Lord doing nothing but revealing his secrets to the servants, the prophets, man. Okay, you got it, bro.
In the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, and verse 1. Again, the word of the Lord Yahawah said, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, the people of the land take a man of their coat and set him for their watchman. And when he sees the sword come from the land, he blows the trumpet and warn the people.
And that's what we do. We blowing the trumpet, man. You know, and warning the people. You know, a lot of these other Israelite camps aren't warning the people, man. You know, they talking where your friends is at. You know, your friends is not gonna save you from a robo-dog, man. You know, your friends is not gonna save you from the famine. Your friends are not gonna save you from those thermonuclear missiles that's about to melt this place, man. You know.
Verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
That's right, man. We getting the blood out of our heads, man. You know.
He says he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
That's right, man. You know, you better deliver your soul, man. You know, if you hearken to the message, man. You know, if you hearken to the trumpet.
This 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 8. He therefore that despiseth not man, but the Most High, who have also given unto us his Holy Spirit. So you're not despising us, man. You know, just because you walk about on your day-to-day, you're not working unto the message that we're bringing unto you. We're bringing unto you the message of the God of the Bible, man. And how about Yahawashi, man? You know, that's why I say you're not despising man, but you despising Yahawashi. And the Lord is going to judge you for that, man. Because the blood is off our hands. Hey, bro, don't take to the side.
I got one. Then it's 2 Chronicles 20 and 20. He said they rose early in the morning and went forth into the wilderness of Tekoa. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, hear me, O Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe in the Lord your power, and so shall ye be established. Believe his prophets, and so shall ye prosper. Yeah, believe in the prophets, man. You see, because the prophets coming with the message of Yahawashi, warning you of the evils that's about to come to America. You see, the only way for you to get out of it is if you hearken to the prophet, right? He said those who believe in the prophet shall receive a prophet reward. You got it.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 3, verse 23.
And it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people.
That's it, man. You know, for if you reject knowledge, the Most High is also going to reject you, man. That, you know, you rejecting the words of the Lord. Again, the Lord doing nothing but revealing his secrets to his servants and prophets. You know, but the Lord is not going to come off his throne and say, hey, wicked nigga, repent, man. You know, he's going to raise up men as he's always did.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
That's right, man. You should be afraid, man. Yahawah should be outside, is finna open up on this place, man. You know, we finna go into the worst time ever, man. You know, a time like never seen before, man. You know, you got this, Daniel.
It's Daniel 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even until that same time.
That's right, man. We finna go into the worst times ever, man. You know, where the plagues have been sent, what the scriptures speak of, the plagues, you know, the Lord's gonna send the same plagues they sent, you know, to Egypt, you know, as before, you know. And what were some of those plagues that he sent, man? He sent darkness, you know, famine, you know, and it's only going to be worse, man, here in America, man. You know, yeah.
This is the book of Amos.
Finishing this off, it says, and at that time the people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
That's right, man. That's going into the elect, man. You know, we're hoping we be delivered, man. You know, we don't want to die of the famine. You know, that's a terrible way to go out, man. You know, the scriptures speak of it's better to die by the sword than by famine, man. You know, that's a terrible way to go out, man. Your head hurting, you know, your body pining away. You know, that's a bad way to go out, man. So well, we're just simply warning you, man.
It's Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 14. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready. But none go up to the battle.
That's it, man. You know, and that's how people do, man. You know, they're not making ready to the battle. You know, they ain't getting their mind right for what's about to go down. You know, they just pass on, man. You know, that's why ultimately they're going to be punished, man.
For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence, and the famine within. Yeah, if I may, all those calamities that the Lord is bringing upon this world, man. All right? It says, he that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the cities, famine and pestilence shall devour him. You know, you have these preppers talking about get out of the city. That's what the worst sedition is going to be. Insurrection is going to be. People are not going to have any boundaries anymore, man. You know, they're going to come kick the door in for the lack of bread, man.
Like what the scriptures say, for many great miseries, you know, shall be done in them.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these find a way. You get that particular figure out of your name. How finished that plague in this time? You know, when most of these countries of the world, when you gotta dip this off and shit like that. So this you know, it says for these find a way, stricken through for the hope of the fruits of the field. So yeah, it's gonna even come with a mental, because you want to remember that. more allowed it, you know, but even with the family, it's a long, drawn out play. And even that is going to keep increasing with the losers. Because they're going to be tormented prior to this real time. What you got? This is the book of 2 Ezra 16:2. Gird up yourselves with cloaks of satin hair. Beware your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
But man, your destruction is at hand, man. You know, a lot of people gonna be wailing, man. Oh, I can't feed my baby. I can't feed my baby. What I'm gonna do? You know, Lord help me, Jesus. That's what a lot of people gonna be saying, man. But Jesus ain't gonna be able to save you, man. You know, only Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, man. That's right.
I'm gonna jump down verse 5. It says, plagues are sent unto you. And what is he?
Like the plagues are sent unto you, man. You know, famine, anguish, heartache, sadness. That's what's coming to you Americans, man. You proud ass niggas, man. The Lord is really finna show you what he made of, man. You know, and it ain't gonna be pretty. You know, he's about to change all these dumbass looks that you got on your face, man. These proud ass looks that you got on your face, man. The Lord is finna humble the shit out of you, man. You got it. I got something real quick. Real quick.
2 Ezra 16 and verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they should think themselves to be in good case.
That's right, man. You think just because Burger King still got a dollar menu that everything's okay. You think because you can still get a $5 hot and ready Little Caesars, everything is all right. You know, but everything's not all right, man. You know, evil and only evil's about to come, man.
Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
That's what's going to grow on the earth, man.
Say,
Famine and great confusion, man. People gonna be saying, what the hell is going on? What the hell I'm gonna do? See?
Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
You're gonna be seeking peace and you ain't gonna be able to get none, man. When you ain't ate in 3 days, you ain't gonna be able to sleep. Your baby's gonna be crying. You know, people's about to be through out here, man.
You people gonna be perplexed, man. You gonna be without answer because the prophets are not gonna be out warning you no more, man. Yahawashi is about to get ready and put us up, man. Because the warning didn't wait for it, man. You had a chance to repent, but you chose to do what the hell you wanted to do, man. Right. And the Lord's gonna lead you to that.
Right. You know, so what? So where the Lord is not only gonna send a physical famine, but a famine to hear the word.
This Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahawashi power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
That's right, man. TD Jakes ain't gonna be able to help you, man. Creflo, give me your dollar, ain't gonna be able to help you, man. You know, you people gonna be messed up out here, man. You know, you're gonna be on the internet, you know, looking for the men of the Lord. You're gonna come out the railroad park, you know, and the men of the Lord gonna be gone, man. You know, you gonna go to and fro, man. All hell gonna be breaking loose, man. And you ain't gonna have no answer. All right.
Ezekiel 7:26. It says, mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest and counsel from the ancients. Yeah. I'm just going with you saying, like, when all these commandments come and they pile upon you, all right, from the east, from west, from north to south, all right, you look to seek from the real prophets of Yahawashi, because you need to answer. And what the Lord's going to do is he's going to hide them. He's the next man, the ones that have to teach them. He's going to seal them up. That's what
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 31. It says, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So you know, like Paul said, man, you won't be left to your own understanding, man. The scripture already tell you not to lead us to your own understanding, man. But in that day, niggas gonna only have enough juice on his phone so that he's starving. But man, this shit ain't right. You know what I mean? That's, you know, that's coming to America, man. You know, you got it.
This Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Jump down to the 7th verse. It says, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak. So now it's that time of speaking, man. But the scripture also said it's going to be a time where we're going to refrain from speaking, man. But really, Yahawashi is going to refrain from speaking because he's speaking unto you now, man. You know what you got?
Proverbs 1 and 22. How long ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So the Lord stretched out his hands by the way of his prophets, right? All right. But you niggas slapped the head away, man. You keep storming on, you know what I mean? You know, just back into the darkness of Babylon, man. But here it is. You got the way, you know, the truth and the light, man. You got Yahawah up here, man. All right, to lead you to that everlasting light, to keep you from the sad paths. But you niggas turn the hand away. You turn the shoulder, man. All right, what's gonna be left to your destruction, man?
I'll tell you, if I may, it said I will make known my words unto you. So it's not even going to be an excuse anymore, man. When those enemies start coming down on you, man. All right, because everybody didn't heard it, man. We often go into another. It's Israelite hashtag everywhere. You can't escape it. Man. All right, so when the famine lay hold of you, you can't feed your baby as the brother was going into. Then you want to know. All right, then you want to really be seeking for the men of the Lord in that day.
Right? You're not gonna have no cloak for your sins, man. You know, because the warnings went forth.
The second Ezra 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in latter time shall dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride.
Right, man. Our people is a prideful people, man. The scripture said, for many great miseries, man. Many great miseries, man. You know. And again, man, this family, man, it's gonna be sweet, man. It's gonna be beautiful, man. You know, when you seeing niggas, man, that was prideful as hell, starving, must have water. I'm hungry. I need something to eat. That's gonna be beautiful, man. You know, when we see you niggas walk by, man, you know, because yeah, people just walk by, you know. Got something for you real quick. It's Jeremiah 16 and verse 4. If they shall die of grievous death, they shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried. But they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat of the fowls of heaven and of the beasts of the earth. Just like you said, the same people that walk by, we want to actually see them in that starving state, man. And that's a part of that grievous stuff, like that brother brought out earlier, that Lamentations 4 and 9. Because once you are starving, that's one of the most painful ways to die, man. You know, that's torturous, man. That's the torture that the Lord is going to give you for not hearkening unto the words of the prophets. You know? Yeah.
Jeremiah 15 verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, Yahawashi, such as with death to death, and send it for the sword to the sword, and send it off for the famine to the famine. They were appointed. They were appointed to be saved. The result, because they didn't hearken unto Yahawashi. This is that peace offering right now, man. Second Chronicles 36 chapter. That passion of the Lord is him sending his prophets. You know? Yeah. He says he sent himself for the captivity to the captivity. He didn't fear. You want 3. And I will appoint over them 4 guys, says the Lord, for the slaves, and the dogs to carry, and the fowls of heaven. Wild beasts, man. You sure like a wild pet of dogs, man. They be in the desert mood too. You see these dogs that's scavenging around the neighborhood and stuff like that. They want to eat too. So imagine nobody else got no food, and you ain't got enough energy in your body to move anymore, man. You know? So like if I may, a brother, a man, so like your man just got his ass towed up, you know, by a dog the other day. You know, the Lord's got these teeth of wild beasts, man, ready to get on your ass, man. Sharks, it's been shark attacks, bear attacks. You know, wait till the animals change their places, man. You know, and you got a pack of coyotes on your front porch. You know, it's funny now. It's real funny now. Just wait. Come. You know, the vision is yet for an appointed time, man. You know, though it tarry, wait for it.
Two major motivators, fear and hunger. So when you're hungry, man, what they say, you're not yourself when you're hungry. You acting like motherfucking Aretha Franklin, right? But you really a Green Bay linebacker. You know what I'm saying? But you hungry. Like the brother always say, man, I want to see you pull up clean, stunned, with your belly empty. Yeah, you're gonna be like Aretha Franklin, like the brother said, crying. You're gonna be reduced, you know what I'm saying, to not being that person you was crying yourself again. Why? Because of the hunger. That's how the Most High built you. You must eat and drink, all right, to function in these bodies. Don't give a damn how much knowledge is. No, you in a body. So the Most High is perfect, man, when he sent his weapons. That's gonna be one of his weapons. Hunger. Right? Like you said earlier to America. A place that's filled with gluttony. A convenience culture, man. Right? You ain't never gotta worry about none of that, man. Throw food away. You're gonna remember every morsel that you ever throw away, and every little piece of bottle of water that you left in your life at any time.
2 Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
That's right, man. That's what the Lord is bringing to this place, man. The sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. You know, we seeing the love of many waxing cold, man. You know, look how much judgment is going forth, man. You know, these are the signs that the Lord gave us to watch out for before he return, man. The Lord is about to return, man. You know, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. You know, it's not going to be pretty what he's finna do, man. That's it, you know.
This Psalm 78 and 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. You know, and that's what Yahawashi has done. He sent out these death angels, man. You see the love a minute, waxing cold. A nigga get shot over a pack of mayo, man, not being on this sandwich, man. That's a death angel on that person, man. It's spirits that are created for vengeance. Anybody outside this council, man, you got a fucking death angel on your ass, man. And Yahawashi is going, once he get that decree, man, he gonna slay your ass, whether it be about a famine, whether it be about World War III with those nuclear missiles, or your ass get ate the fuck up, man.
That's it. Bag you up, bro. Hey, this book is all right. Chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. It says in the this book is all right, chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Who created them?
What it tells you in the book of Revelation, chapter, all things created for thy pleasure,
which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
See, and that's the spirit of the Lord. Man get mauled by a dog. That was the spirit of the Lord playing out.
It says, is a time of destruction. They pour out their force.
It's going to be an overwhelming presence of judgment. Peace. They already. Matter of fact, keep going on.
It says it appeased the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell. It says fire and hell and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance.
We said he's going to use all of it. He's using it all, especially here.
Fire and hell and famine and death. Oh, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. It says, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall rejoice in his commandment.
Yahawashi taking responsibility for the death that happened on earth. You know, this is great death. We're going to see death at its highest degree where in it, everything will be.
And they shall be ready upon earth.
See, they're going to be ready upon earth. So the devil is already in position. You got it.
When need is, and when their time is called, they shall not transgress his word.
And that's why the angel report at 7 said, it is done. I did what you said, Lord. The discretion happened. So they ready for, these devil angels are ready in the commandment of the Lord. That's why we say a high level judgment.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra 16 in verse 8. It says, the mighty Lord sends the plague, and who is he that can drive them away? Just showing you who the Lord got his name on it, man. Whatever Yahawashi shall say, he goes, man. You know?
Yeah, we proceed to be a Edomite. That's what you're telling you. Mighty being the supreme being. Right? You got Lord, you got God, you know. That the mighty Lord, our scientists have created for the people that he created for. But he says the mighty God, meaning those gods that he created can't say, well, hold up. I don't think you need to do this. No, what is that? There is none besides me. None can deliver out of my. Oh, you got it. Oh, yeah, that's it.
This Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I am he.
Right. So the Most High said, see now that I am he. Right? I'm the Most High. Meaning I'm the eighth stone rule. I run. He's taking ownership. All that he do. Go ahead.
See now that I am he, and there is no God with me.
Right? Meaning what? There is no power that can control me, man. I stand alone, man. Right? Because remember, he created Yahawashi. Right? And Yahawashi created everything that is created. What is that? St. John, first chapter. But who gave him the blueprint? So that's why the Most High saves it. Right? We know Yahawashi has been glorified. He's sitting on the right hand of the Most High right now. That ain't what they're saying. They're saying, I control it all. Even though Yahawashi made all things, he gave the blueprint to Yahawashi. What's it called? Master builder. Most High being the architect. And the architect present the blueprint, all right, to the job site. And the workers perform. So Yahawashi, all right, will be that foreman. I know it's higher ranks, but Yahawashi will be that foreman. And then the first fruits will be his workers. Journeyman, you know, on down to the helper. They got different outfits, orders. You know, you got the blue on the butterfly wing. You put the circle on the lung to make it breathe. You know, that's why brothers have certain passions for certain things. As far as this earth, brothers might like trees. Hey, it's a chance that you created the tree, or you helped Yahawashi. You know, go ahead, bro.
I kill and I make alive.
Yeah, so the Most High saying, I do it all. I'm that balanced power, man. I'll kill you and I make you alive. That's power within itself, man. Hey, we living witness. He was once dead, but through Yahawashi, the Most High said, them the ones right there. Yeah, they're gonna believe on you. You know, put the spirit on who I told you to put them on, and let them speak, and then that breath is gonna revive his life. And that breath is gonna revive and bring them back to life, man. That's why Revelation 19 chapter say, what did the angel tell John of Patmos? Don't glorify me, glorify the Most High. So he the one gave you Yahawashi that spirit, which is the spirit of prophecy. Go ahead, bro.
I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
That's the point. I want it not here, neither there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Says I wound and I heal.
Hey, and that's a big thing, man. To be wounded. All right? Who does your wound? Say you stumped your toe, you had a lung disease, you know, you broke your leg. Those are wounds to the flesh. Who created those wounds? Who allowed those scenarios to happen for you to acquire those wounds? The Most High. What? Who? Not the medicine, not the surgery, right? It's the Most High that heals, man. But it takes enormous faith. Real talk.
The book of Isaiah 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness.
Right. That's both spectrums, man. So you can't get mad, you know, you do because you got passion for the truth, but when them assholes do they stupid shit. Only thing you gonna get pissed off, but say, you know what, I'm glad he doing it and not me. I'm glad I'm on this side of fulfilling this lot and not me. You know what, so that's a slack, you're not him. I'm glad I'm on this side fulfilling this lot and not him, and I'm glad I'm not on his side fulfilling this lot. That's the form of the light in the darkness that the Most High creates, man. He creates both spectrums. He the one for predestined for this person to be a part of this dark, to fulfill this lot, to scuffle against the true men of the Lord, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says,
hey, that's why Proverbs 20:24 says, man, goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? You know why you can't understand it? Because you don't control it. You didn't predestinate it. You didn't direct it. That's why you can't understand where it's going. But the Most High does. The Most High know your finishing point. Ain't just having he know your finishing point. You don't. Go ahead, bro.
It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace.
Once again, the Most High talking to his prophet, but he's taking ownership for doing both sides of the spectrum. That's how terrible the Most High is, man. That's why there is no power beside him. Go ahead, bro.
It says, I make peace and create evil.
Right.
I, the Lord, do all these things.
I make peace. We got peace in the mind, first of all, right through the comforter. Through Yahawashi. What is that? Isaiah 9:6. One of Yahawashi's titles is the Prince of Peace. Because what is that? 1 Timothy 2:5. He's the mediator, right? He restored peace unto us. Man, what's yeah, man?
Like it says, I create evil. The Lord created America and all the scenarios. Everything, the famine was created by Yahawah. serial killer, that moment, that was orchestrated by Yahawashi. This brother co-worker kicking the door. Other niggas that got shot, niggas shot. Amazon got. Yeah. I'm kicked in the door at the lunch break. That was all mustered up by Yahawashi. And that's why they got him. You can't quite get. You can't wrap his mind around reality. This reality up here, man. People, you look at us like, what we are expecting from that, but really this reality. It's like we look at you the zoo. We at the zoo. And we looking at you, brute beasts. Right? Come on. Oh, matter of fact, somebody get Ezekiel 6 chapter. Hold that on there. You got to put that?
The book of Job, chapter 5, verse 17. Behold, happy is a man holding the Most High correct. Therefore, despise not thou the judgment of the Almighty.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, because you come into this truth, there's a rite of passage. You have to endure suffering. And that's outlined in the book of Rawchaa Qadash. My son, if I come to the Lord, that our heart, our mind, well,
For he make a sword and bind him up. He wound him, and his hands make whole.
yeah, read that again.
For he make a sword and bind him
What's
up.
the key word that make? That prove that there's a creator, man. The Lord, the wounds that you bear, all you people out there, the Lord, hey, you started they had to come back. They texted me, motherfucker. I thought you ran to McDonald's. Nigga down, nigga at Railroad Park.
It says he wounded him, and his hands make whole.
Right, he wounded. That's across the board, man. You know the wars that you hear about, history, different pressure points of history. Oh, these people coming over here in captivity, man. That was Yahawashi doing. And guess what? It don't stop there. The famine that's brewing, the Lord taking responsibility for that. Power outages that's closing in. Yahawashi taking this. And you people don't know that. Y'all don't know this entity. Yahawah is his son, who's greatly to be feared. Real quick, give me, you got something? Go ahead, give me Hebrews 10 chapter 31.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 8. There is no man that have power over his spirit.
Yeah, read that again.
There is no man that have power over his spirit.
Now, when you read the scriptures, you have to understand that there's levels like onions. So from the extreme of these elites, feel as if they have their destiny under control. They don't have power over that. There's something as subtle as a nigga sprawled out as serpent cake, fight for his last breath. You don't have no control over that. And see, that's the power we're dealing with up there. And think that we trying to convince the people out there. And that we can't wait to finally become the practice. What John the Baptist said, who warned you to from the wrath of the Lord?
God, it says there is no man that have power over the spirit.
Right, no one has power over the spirit. You don't control yourself. And you average people out here, you don't understand that you're under the controls of a higher power. You mere mortals. And guess what? America is set to be destroyed according to biblical prophecy. And the stage is set. I dare you to come up with a rebuttal. Because as we speak, you have these actually film bills being prepared. Hey, and guess what? That actually just pointed at America. As we speak. Go ahead,
It says to retain the spirit. Neither have he power in the day of death.
Right. And who sets and controls your destiny? Yahawashi. Go ahead.
And there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to.
Right, yeah. So the so-called white man and his legislations and laws is not going to somehow elude biblical prophecy in the next chapter. All right?
Yeah, 15 and 16. It's like he says, for man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit.
Right, and what we read in here is concerning idols. Right, you have men that physically erect an idol. So men made them. Go ahead.
And he that borrowed his own spirit.
Right, so each and every individual, you borrowed your own spirit, man. You don't control your spirit. There's forces at work that control the coming and going of men. Go ahead.
And he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them, but no man can make a God like unto himself.
Right, you can't create yourself because the human body is very intricate, man. It's out there. And that proves that there's a higher form of intellect that controls the affairs on the planet Earth. I said, come on.
Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For man also knoweth not his time. Yeah, man knoweth not also his time. It's all up to the fate of Yahawashi. It says, as the fishes are taken in the evil net, and the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared.
Read that again.
It says, for man also knoweth not his time.
Right. The people just wandering aimlessly through Babylon the Great. They don't know that they got a expiration date, man. And this is what contributes to the fear of Yahawashi. Well,
as the fishes that are taken in the evil net.
That's the scripture giving you a vivid illustration of the coming and going of men. Just like a fish, you don't know when he's about to be taken. But that applies to each and every individual out there, man. When the famine settles in, you're not going to have any answers. And you know what's beautiful about it? Boosie. Like, I'm just throwing that country nigga up, man. I put up fervent curses. And he always in the feed. Like, look up this nigga there, man. But you know, someone who might be perceived to be well off, they're going to succumb to the prophecy. You're not going to have any answers. Your inspirational speakers or financial advisors, nobody's going to be able to come up with a formula to ward off the famine when it's settled in. That's going to be a beautiful moment. It's going to prove that there's a power that transcends any form of authority out here, man. Niggas think they got to figure it out.
It said, it says, and as the birds that are caught in the snare.
Right, and also birds, they're snared as well. And they have no control over that dynamic. All right, so this complements you mere mortal. What?
It says, so are the sons of men.
See? Read that again.
So are the sons of men snared in an evil time.
In an evil time. It's that word evil when you break it down. It translates to ill or bad time. First evil. That's what we speak of. Daniel 12 chapter. That's touching that time of trouble, which haven't been seen the likes of since there been a nation even to this very time. It's going to be so severe that it's going to require divine intervention to be preserved in that moment. And I'm gonna throw it out there again as a disclaimer. We're not trying to convince you people either, man. That has to be established too. The niggas think that, or remember the guy who could have been cast in Jesus Christ, who came through the summer. This whole rally cry he was driven about. People want to hear what you say. How you gonna convince that fuck with people, man? This is a secret council, just like in the time of Noah. Noah knew that everybody was going to be saved. That's why he made the ark a certain way. It couldn't fit for so many people. But finish it off. It says, when it follows suddenly upon them. Yeah, suddenly. And that has the fingerprints of Yahawashi all over it, man. Very essence of Yahawashi revolves around suddenness. Even when he came to the temple, it was suddenly. When he descended, what's that, Luke the 24th chapter? But guess what? That's going to apply to the plague. It's going to suddenly fall upon you people. Man. And when some suddenly happens, it really gets the genuine reaction from a person. When someone scares you, you can be acting, coming your bravado, come all cavalier, and a motherfucker jump out and scare you. Right? Yeah. That's your truth. Telling you, man, the Lord gonna establish himself once more on the planet Earth. And the overwhelming spirit of fear is gonna grip you people, man. And it's gonna be beautiful. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna rejoice in that day. Somebody get that in Proverbs the 1st chapter. All right, come on. You still read? All right, come on.
Book of Job, chapter 11, and verse 10.
Yep.
If he cut off and shut up or gather together, then who can hinder him?
Right, and that he is the Yahawah shot. So that means you have no control over your destiny. You have no control over the future. All right. So once the famine, again, that's the thing. When the famine descends upon the people, you're not going to have a formula. It's not a strategy to exit from the prophecy. See that? That's the alarm, man. The Lord about to visit America as promised. Right? And guess who's going to feel the brunt of the visitation of Yahawah Yahawashi? Drum roll, because you see, like, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's who the Lord, that's who's going to feel it. Go ahead,
Isaiah 30, verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, all the tribes popped up, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahawah Yahawashi. Go ahead,
Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despises his word.
Right, you despise the word. Right, you have no place for this word. And it's an eerie sound. We get it. It's not pleasing to the ear, you know what I'm saying? We get it. Because if it was something as subtle as a bounce, what you call this shit? Moonwalk. Or niggas stunting doing donuts in the street. So this is the word coming to you in its rawness. Right? And you despise it because it's contrary to the West. Hey, real tough. The East is, as you say that, as far as the East is from the West. All right, come on.
You notice every time we proclaim something or give you warning, Yahawashi comes with the trumpet, which is the train. Why is the train sounding off? To let you know a train is coming, which is a warning sign. Right? What they said, that can't stop the train. That's the prophecy, man. That can't stop the prophecy. So the Most High set up an alarm, which is coming in the form of the brother speaking. The time, like he said, all the Tamar has popped up. Time he said, warning from Israel, warning to you Israelite. I look up there, like you said, all the tribes. And the train said, bro, right? It's your fault if you fall on deaf ears. Don't be your fault, because what does Ezekiel 33 say? You heard the sound, right? And you took that warning, then your blood is going to be upon your own head. So it's going to be on you, bro.
Yahawashi said, if I had not came and spoken unto them, then there would be no hope for their sin. Yahawashi is in the midst through his word. All right, come on, who read?
I got
All right, you still read? Let's get that with you.
This is Joel chapter 2 and verse 11. The Lord shall utter his voice before his army.
Yep, read that again.
The Lord shall utter his voice before his army.
Now, for those who have eyes, that's the chronological order of the visitation of the Lord. For his army, which, hey, the army of the Lord reigns, man. It's going to be perfected with the military. But the famine is at the Lord's disposal. The wild beast is at the Lord's disposal. The power. You niggas center out, man. The Lord sanctioned that. Yeah. Yes, 70 miracles. Like, this is just the beginning. Or remember when Yahawashi said you rejoice because you, how the Lord put it? You rejoice because devil value or something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then that's heavy. That let you know it's gonna, yeah, he's full of chicken nuggets. Yeah. But like, yeah. He might be, yeah. He might be a shoe stand. The scripture, remember when also the fig tree, the Lord said, oh, you were just the fig tree? You're going to see more miracles than you. Yeah, come on.
God, it says,
St. John chapter 10 and verse 12, it says, but he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep.
Right, leaveth the sheep, man. Right, because the wolf is coming. And the Lord is going to manifest the wolf in the form of Esau. That's why you see up late, these guys, they got these legislations. One guy in Tennessee, he said, yeah, let's bring back hanging. And he said, you know what would be most preferred if we could actually hang up from a tree. You guys see that? And then you had the Jake, he was in the council as well, and he dropped his head. Right? They just, in Mississippi, they got the, what legislation was it? And Jim Crow with the Zim Act, like that. Right, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. You're not even thinking about Rex 84 King African. What up?
It says, see if the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth, and the wolf catches them and scatter the sheep.
Joel chapter 2 and verse 11, the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word.
Right, the Lord is going to execute his word. Right? So that means what? This is not empty threat. This is not a void message. There's substance to this. The Lord is going to send the death threat out, and he's going to carry it out as well. Read that again.
It says, for he is strong that executeth his word.
Executed his word. What?
For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
Yeah, great and very terrible, man. Who may abide it? The only ones who are going to be able to stand in that day, those who are in Yahawashi, the deliverer of the nation of Israel. Is it still on?
You said that.
Yep. Yeah. What, that was it up?
Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 8. Mighty Lord sent the plagues. Who is he that can drive them away?
Right. So the Lord is orchestrating this, man. And we can go into detail. When we go into the plague, what's the plague? Give me real quick, Jeremiah 15. Let's start right there. That's touching these plagues. Whoever got it, come on.
Jeremiah 15, verse 1. Then said the Lord, Yahawah to me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind cannot be torn this week.
Right. The Lord will not lend his mind to you people, man. That's why you see Jake's interest is not piqued by this information. That's all strategically set up. The Lord will not share his thoughts with you people, man. So that's why you don't feel, hey, you see IUIC and ISUPK, right? They trying to bring in the masses of you, Jake, man. That proves that they don't understand the scripture or the will of the Lord. Right? Come on.
It says, cast them out of my
That's
sight.
it. You invite over and kill. Yeah. Jeffrey, you know what I mean? Hey, wait till the Lord give us that power, because that power right here too, man. Cool. When I'm invite you on and kill you. All right?
Cool when I'm not like a better dad.
Come on.
pass them out of my
Hey, you
sight.
can't break through to niggas, man. We are up here for niggas, man. All right? Go ahead.
And let them go forth.
Come on.
It says, and it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt
Right.
tell
Oh, there's gonna be a time when you're gonna be looking for answers. You're gonna come to us looking for answers. And what we gonna tell you? Well,
It says, thus saith the Lord, such as for death.
right, we're gonna go into the scriptures. Because hey, it's not us. There's forces at work that controls your destiny, man. Right? Go ahead.
And set us off for the sword to the sword.
Right. The Lord have already prepared those of you who are destined for the sword to the sword. Go ahead.
And such as for the famine to the famine.
Right. The famine awaits. That's the famine awaits. A lot of you out there. You're gonna pine away for the lack of bread and water. And that, you know what that's gonna be? There's a science to that. The Lord is gonna combat the pride of you Americans. Yeah, that's spirit right there. You get in the morning. That's what's coming, man. Mourning, lamentations, and woe. No longer the sound of young, some rap nigga, young dog. That's going to transition to the fake sound of pride.
So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 3. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to honor.
Right. That's how the Lord going to humble you, man. Because you can't stunt in the family. Right? The Lord got a way of humbling a nigga. It's in the records. Oh, give me real quick. What's that first thing? Let's get that real quick. We're going to go back there. And somebody give me Revelation 18. I believe that's something like that. Hey, once the Lord gave you over to your own devices, your own lust, you see the results of what happened. You niggas showed your hand. You want nothing to do with righteousness. Good. No. I'm hoping the light is there. That's Jesus said, yeah, never to be uttered. Never to be seen in the dark regions of Babylon. Go ahead,
God, the book of First Ezra, chapter 1, verse 24. As for the things that came to pass at his time, they were written in former time.
right. So your destiny was already written. Go ahead.
It says, concerning those that sinned and did wickedly against the Lord.
And who would that apply to? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why? Because you was given the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahawashi, which served as that binding contract that drew you to this great power, man. Right? So that's why your offense is greater, because you stand above everybody on earth, seeing that you transgress the laws of the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, above all people in kingdom.
Yep.
And how they grieved him exceedingly. So that
even going back to the wilderness, even until now, that's a certain state, that's a mind, that's a state of to grieve the Lord. It don't matter what time it is. We could go into certain principles, but period, your state is to grieve the spirit of the Lord. Right? Well,
so that
yeah, it's not like the Lord got to go back and adjust it for America. these same spirits is back in this lifetime grieving Yahawah. Well,
It says, so that the words of the Lord,
read that again.
so that the words of the Lord rose up against Israel.
Right, so it's the decree that's rising up against you. The famine is written in the records. So that's what's going to rise up against you. All hell breaking loose. Yeah, man, the state of Israel. Ooh, man. Right? It's out there careless. He all nothing but that stuff. He solid start eating Wendy's. And that's a nugget. Right, a nugget, yeah. She's shaping it. You are what you eat. The motherfucker come in. The motherfucker walks in. Drop 40. That's because Jack is worthy to be laughed at, man. The fall from grace, right? And by you cleaving to Esau, the scripture says Esau is a fool. He's spiritual fool. So we justified in making mockery of him. Well, going back to what you said about the 2/3, they predestinate to fulfill their lot. Say Matthew 27 and 24, when Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and our children. Right, that's dealing with the 2/3 of Israel, man. They made an oath before the heaven. They were speaking concerning Yahawashi, and that stood. That's why in this lifetime you see the result, the ramifications with Jacob. Right? Yeah, come on. Because he's gonna be destroyed too. You gotta understand, like the animal, the scripture said the Lord gonna destroy both man and beast. That's because a lot of times you gotta be spiritual. A dog bark at you, think you ain't right. Nah, the dog weak as hell, man. Because the guy, the dog, oh yeah. He ran up on him. But he did it the same way. But you know why? Because that dog know that we're against his master. What are you talking about? And against him. If you got any intuition, that's really the physical manifestation of brute beast. Right? The dog, he don't reason. He just bark at what he don't understand. That's why niggas come up on the coming for it. They just bark, man. They see something different. The dog don't say, they see something different. They bark at it. Like, come on. Hebrews 3, verse 10. Wherefore, I was grieved with that generation. Say, grieved that generation. That's why Yahawashi said, this adulterous, what is it, wicked and adulterous generation. It's this generation, man. Why would we be ashamed of, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. How the hell you gonna be ashamed of this truth? Prime example. Spirit showing us right now. Yeah, right now. Yeah, motherfucker, disease and shit. Yeah, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So why would you be ashamed of having real jewels, right? In these times that we're living in, why would you be ashamed of having the light and grows dark? Amongst the first generation, go ahead, bro. It says, well, so hey, Yahawashi grieved this generation, man. Grieve with this generation. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how we feel, man. That's the same generation that came up against the ordinance in any lifetime. Most notable, the wilderness, yeah. In any lifetime. Scripture tell you that. When Yahawashi summarized it in the parable. The king sent this message. He said, I will send my son. Children of the rebel come. So the legacy of the 2/3 is to come up against Yahawashi. That's why Scripture said they grieved. That's a generation, man. Right? Well,
Starting in verse 8, it says, harden up your hearts as is the provocation. The day of temptation is wilderness.
see that? And you notice everything revolves around your reasoning. That's why you have teachers. Lord said he would send forth wise men. So what's being required is your reasoning. All this time the church taught you to have an emotional approach. You hear a selection from the choir, and then at the corner of your eye, that collection plate comes. It plays on the psyche, the emotions of you. The true Bible and its veracity concerns a wise counsel, which briefs you concerning the fate of America, man. All right, come on.
When your fathers tempted you, prove me.
Right, your forefathers, same one who went into captivity, they tempted Yahawah bahasham. That's why you have the results you have. Niggas' pants hanging out their ass, black, the faint smell of a blackened mouth. Oh, we go into the dropping, rat dropping.
Oh, yeah.
You see a church's chicken box,
You already know. You said, I smell a nigga.
then you know to get out of there. You know what? Newport 100 box. Oh, a Fago. Oh, you know,
the king.
you see, yeah, it be faded. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
and because the marketing with the Fago, they don't use the best.
Hey,
All right?
the shit of pineapple on.
Faded,
Put that motherfucker white with the blue line. Put the pineapple on, you be yellow.
Then you know that there's a nigga around, man. Right? And the God of the Bible take no pleasure in niggas. That's why the famine is coming. What?
When your fathers tempted me, prove me, and saw my works.
Yeah. And because the Lord was active. And guess what? The Lord has now sprung back into action. The God of the Bible is alive and well. And is now beginning to make his move on America as promised, man. Come on.
Acts 7:51. Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in the heart and ears.
Right. That's concerning the reasoning of our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're taken by the testimony of Yahawashi. And it provokes a reaction. You become stiff-necked. Go ahead.
It says, ye do always resist the Holy Spirit as your fathers did.
Right, that's a dark saying for reincarnation if you can receive. You those same spirits back. The prophets of old prophesied to you, man. And now you're back in this present life, and you're not willing to embrace the warnings of Yahawah. Matter of fact, give me real quick Jeremiah 6 and 10 before we continue. Let's just get into it with this about up here, man. Just think not we up, this is the black shit.
Right.
Real talk, man. Niggas with the, I saw the commercial that would come. You saw that, man, the little girl, and they did a salute. You know, that go back to the God, the goddess of the dead. Yeah. Egypt. You look at those pharaohs and shit, that's how they land in the casket, man. That's why you had that nigga LeBron with his big simple ass. He was doing it. And Esau pushing that shit to try to put you back to sleep. Yeah. Oh, that's one right there. It's like two guys I seen in the store. I had to really control my shit. I had tether potato chip rack down with T.I. if I seen him. If I could get closer, I might just lunch at that. I hate that little nigga, man. And the other guy, Nick Cannon. Real talk, that dude right there, man. He pushed folly. He packaged. He markets folly.
He's a fucking true modern day Justin.
Right. And what makes it different, the nigga, he had the he didn't even have a meeting.
Yeah.
What's the one for the woman? Yeah, he had a woman head wrap on. Man,
Every turban he had, he matched his clothes.
nigga have on a Nike Air.
Yeah, man. certain Air Jordan 1, he had on a red turban and matched up with wood turban. Red sweater. You know?
But yeah, he pushed that solid, man. Yeah. That Wakanda, niggas like T.I., they know what they be doing, man. They be having meetings, like niggas get a check and they want you to promote this, you know what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures say the head, old heads of Jacob, your leader calls you to error. Also the blind leader. That's not only reserved to guys with the doctrine that stems from the Bible. No, that's concerning any one of you self-proclaimed leaders in Israel who have a platform or a voice to influence this impressionable people. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6 and verse 10. To whom shall I speak and give warning?
Read that again.
To whom shall I speak and give warning?
Right, so that's what this about up there, man. This is a warning up there, man. We're not up there, like I said, we're not no black shit. Like, make you feel better about yourself. We talk about community issues, bullshit, man.
Quality.
Yeah. Go to school. Right, yeah. Then you got a nigga over there talking about the credit score. Credit score.
Build your
You
credit.
build you on the credit.
Yeah.
That shit is set up to keep you in America, man. No, we ain't playing up. We here to tell you. That's why the look, see that? What else can trump that?
Right.
You don't think this a warning up here? You can't even think of nothing else that can trump that. As far as weaponry pertaining to the earthly realm. Come on.
It says that they may hear. Behold, their ear is uncircumcised,
Right, their ear is uncircumcised.
and they cannot hearken.
Yep, you cannot hear. That means you cannot understand when you go into that word hear, man. Or heart. Matter of fact, can you look that up? You got something? Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 5. It says, why should ye be stricken anymore? Even with both war and war. Right. The Lord is saying, why should you be stricken anymore, man? How many times the Lord has to put the belt above your belt for you to be able to understand what he's coming with, understand the process, man? And that's why now the Lord is making a statement saying, look, why do I have to put more energy and make it stricken? Why do I have to put more energy? I mean, look at Jake today, man. They're already in a little state. How much more can the Lord do to you in order for you to understand? And that's why now the only way for you to even understand is that the Lord's got to bring it to you. Hey, just like off camera, right? I can speak about it before we was talking to who we perceive to be Edomite. He said he got to see it with his own eyes, man. Yeah, and that's the state of Jake even today, man. 2/3 of our people. But yeah, man, that's it. Jake, they want to see something tangible. They want to see something physical, man. But here it is, we're giving you the blueprint on what the Lord's about to do, man. All right? And again, like the scripture says, it says, why you should be speaking anymore, man? Because why? It says here, you will revolt more and more. And look what they're doing today. There's the Lord's State. What are they doing? Revolt. Keep it more and more.
Yeah, hey, come on. I got my shot, man. Man. They didn't even walk and die.
Again, why you should be restricted anymore?
Because, hey, you know what? You think about it. Let's say if the next generation of these little nigglers was given liberty, you're going to have more and more killers. You have more and more niggas drilling, right? All that crazy bullshit. That's why the Lord said he will not allow you. You're going to only revolt more and more, man. That's equivalent. Hey, you have someone circling the drain. That's a medical term what a lot of doctors use. They had a clipboard. And motherfuckers don't think they're going to make it. They just put CTD, man. That's the current state of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. And you bitches, and you niggas that really came through the family gonna get you, man. That's the spirit of the Lord, right? Scripture says, why should I even consider you any longer? You only going to revoke. And what they did, they rolled right back and revolted. Can't make it up. Go ahead.
The whole head is sick.
Right. And that's concerning from the self-proclaimed leaders, those with a voice, a platform. Go ahead.
And the whole heart faith.
Go ahead.
It says,
The whole thing. Yeah, so from the head down to the soul, across the board, you're through. You're sick. And it's a term of the illness you can't rehabilitate. So you say, you know what? It's best to just put them down. And the Lord came up with creative ways to get you niggas too, man. Like we mentioned, the famine. Oh, those robots. Hey, because we've been having these different robots going throughout these various chats. I know we had it now, chat AI. Hey, that's equivalent to standing upon our watch and seeing what's coming. Right? We getting no report. We ain't getting them for nothing. You big, tough, badass niggas, you gonna bump heads with a robot. Like Terminator. You gonna punch him. Head gonna go that way, you gonna come back. Nigga, I must kill. Man, fuck, man. Hey, man, give me Proverbs the 1st chapter real quick. And Ezekiel the 6th chapter. That's why this is not, first of all, a world-friendly doctrine, but mainly and more so, this is not a call to bring black people together. You see why, man? So, you know, the faint smell, the Wendy's in the car. They was over, there was too many people in the car. That's the first place. That's going to get poured off the people. You need to go to Collegeville. Right? Yeah. Oh, the Lord, I can't wait the Lord gets the wisdom back and manifestly. Right. Exactly. It's real tough, man. February, you put up first of all. Because all of them chubby, fucking eating good. We can play for them. Yeah, all the way back. And that's what it was. We're going to hate you. Go ahead, what is it? 20? Start at 20. We're going to read that.
The book of Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the street.
Right. The wisdom of the Lord is on display in the streets. That's why really the climax to the week is coming out on the highways and byways. And during the week, what happens? We see the sheep as commanded by Yahawashi. That's First Thessalonians the 4th chapter. Comfort one another with these words. Right. So during the week, we comfort one another. Lord, provide the daily provision, the daily bread, and we eat. But this the climax of it. We come out here on the streets. This is what wisdom is on display, you know, in its beauty. Go ahead.
It says, she cried in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city, she uttered a word saying, how long, ye simple one?
Right, the simple one. That's talking about the so-called Negroes like those in Native America. How long, ye simple one? What?
Will ye love simplicity?
Will ye love simplicity, man? What?
And the scorners delight in
and we
their
got to
scorn.
start getting, you know, these motherfuckers out. Like I said, that's the zoo out there. They look at us like a spectacle. But when you see them and ride by, it's a testament of their love for simplicity. Like the guy, the motorcycle guy, you know, and all the stunning. It's an indictment against them. That proves that the scripture speaks about the Israelites. Go ahead.
It said, and the scorners delight in their scorning.
And they also delight in scorning. As we saw, Exhibit A. Motherfucker rolled down, get y'all bitch ass up. You coming up against your Yahawashi shot unknowingly. And that contributes to the snare of Yahawah. Yeah. They didn't even look before they leave. Well,
And fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
yep, this Lord pouring out his heart unto Israel. Right?
What?
I will make known my words unto you.
Right, so the Lord is making known his word to diligently, rightfully divine the words of Yahawashi. That's the fulfillment of what we read right here. That's why we're going to definition. What?
Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regard.
Right. The hand of the Lord is on display in the form of the prophet, right? Whom indeed the Lord has stretched out throughout the planet earth. You consider the ministry. So we serve as an indicator. We prophet. What the scriptures say, me and those I have given me for a sign. Where?
God, it says, what ye have said at not all my counsel.
Right. You didn't consider the Lord. You didn't consider testimony of Yahawashi. Where?
And with none of my reproof.
Yeah, you want nothing to do with the God of the Bible.
I also would laugh at your calamity.
Right. So misfortune, the calamity, will soon be the reality of not just to Americans, but mainly the so-called Negroes out there. Lord gonna get you, man. Right?
I will mock when your fruit comes.
Right, and we're gonna mock it. We already doing it. But it's gonna be grand. When you see these people begin to succumb to prophecy, man. Or scripture say worthy to be laughed at. Well,
it says, when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
Right. Now, even when you consider a whirlwind, we got experience on a whirlwind. Right? So when you consider a whirlwind, which is a modern day tornado, pretty much. What's the real danger? The debris. That's your experience. You can't say that, no, the experience of a tornado, it tells you that it's the debris. So that means what? It's gonna be so much stuff coming at you. It's gonna disrupt everything. That's how the plague's gonna come upon you. It's gonna come one after another. Remember when Job was not those things coming at him? That's how the Lord visits you, man. That's why even we know we should be happy with, what's going on and what I do. Rain and pour. Yep, when it rains and pours. Go ahead.
It says,
that was like a whirlwind for Job.
God, it says, when distress and anguish come upon you.
Right, and the brother mentioned that earlier. That complexity, man. That stress. I mentioned the calamities, misfortune. Scripture speaks about the misery that the Lord has laid up, man. And again, we're going to throw it out there. We don't give a damn if you don't believe. Scripture say, what, prophesy to the wind? Because really, only the elect, this is only going to register with the elect. There's a science to it. It wasn't meant for you to get it, man. It was meant for you to ignore it and scoff it at best. Take light of it. Well,
it said, when your distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Right, you're gonna be crying out for relief. See, even if a nigga holler out Jesus, he really calling for Yahawashi, because why? Instinctively, he's looking to be saved, and there's only one Savior. So you can be calling on these other names, but in essence, you're really calling on Yahawashi because he's the only one that can save you. You don't know that you're calling for this power that was given jurisdiction to save. But you don't know, you channel it in another, pronunciation. Go ahead.
Zechariah 7, 12, it says, they made their hearts as an adamant stone. These they should hear the law in the words of the Lord.
Right, hard-headed, man. Hey, but can I say, right? You can see that the Lord wanted it that way, because look how he said
set us up. Jack not going to gravitate. Look at the time for an example. See, it's about study. So for the Lord to set us up and to give off the impression that there's no power up there, right? You don't see the glamour and glitz. That was set up as a stumbling block to turn Jake away. See, and that would contribute to them being stiff. So hard here. And Jake got to see something to validate your power. They got to see a tool, they got to see something. Some carnal, yeah.
They need something tangible.
For them to fully commit.
He says, these they shall hear the law in the words which the Lord of hosts have sent in his spirit by the form of prophets.
Yeah.
Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts.
Yeah, so that's the result, man. It's a penalty. Now hearkening, yielding, overall taking heed to the words from Yahawashi, it's brought forth in the form of his prophecy. That actually stirs up the anger of the Lord. That's how we know it's about to be destroyed.
He says, therefore, it is come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear.
This is the form of the Lord crying. The people did not hear. Mainly the Israelites. Go ahead.
So they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts.
Right, so you're going to cry. You're angry, you're despair, in the famine, power outages, the most. You're going to cry out to release, man. Because the Lord not going to hear. He's only going to hear the cries of the elect, those who are destined to see the salvation of Yahawashi. So again, I had a conviction that sadly I had to condemn it. Straight up, that's right. We either hear the comfort or condemn. Oh, that's the very essence of that's the definition of the word prophecy when you're going through in the Greek. It's the comfort some to condemn others when you're going through that. And that was it.
Same spirit that Noah was in. What it says, Hebrews 11. I can't quote it right now, but it says the
Same thing.
right. That's it. Damn the world. You got it.
That's the book of Hebrews 11, verse 7. By faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High.
That's why the elder was saying, man, we ain't out here for everybody, man. Because the world as a whole, the majority of the people, or should I say the masses, they're faithless. And that's why they're part of the masses. Because your faith, you read 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, it speaks about those that have their incredulity, what it's going to lead to. Go ahead, bro.
It says, by faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High, of things not seen as yet.
That's like that's the spirit of prophecy that was on Noah. Warned of the Most High. Things that's why we saying we blowing the trumpet. We was warned. We heard the message. We understood the message. Right? When we did what we was told, we understood what was needed of us ourselves. And that was what? To warn the people ourselves. To become a part of the trumpet. Right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, move with fear.
This is a form of us moving with fear. Right? Showing our faith by our works. Go ahead, bro.
Prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
Right? We're preparing an ark. Right? An ark of the house of David, man, the believers. The elect. Right? Go ahead.
By the which he condemned the world.
That's the point. By which he condemned the world. And that's what we're doing. Like one of us gave a beautiful illustration of prophecy, comforting some, condemning others. Man. Same spirit Noah was in. Right? Go ahead.
And became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
Right. Yep, and became heir of righteousness, because that's the end goal, man, for what we're doing. Becoming part of the trumpet. Right? We're doing it to partake upon Yahawashi's cross. And in the same sense, if we endure upon Yahawashi's cross, what is that? Romans 8 chapter says, you suffer with him, all right? You're going to be glorified together to receive, to be joint heirs, all right? That's what Noah was, made a joint heir. He became an heir of righteousness.
And that proves too that to rightfully, perfectly break the scripture down, obey the scripture, you have to promote destruction. Right? You got to condemn somebody. You got to condemn somebody because that standard, scriptures is that measurement. That's the rod. And scriptures say, remember the angel was sent out to measure Jerusalem. So you're measured up based upon the scripture. If you believe, then you potentially number among the elect. But it takes time. That's the end goal. You have to do it to the end. We can certainly measure up those of you who give potentially among the thirds the most, because it starts with your incredulity. If you don't believe what scripture says, you're condemned already. That's why Noah condemned the world. See? Outside, man.
Black guys.
Yeah. That move I was telling you, man. Yeah. They have me on camera following the phone.
A melanated iron sheet.
But you know, honestly, it's like one of those transitioning.
Yeah, it is.
Because you always think of the guy transitioning to the girl.
Yeah.
Those girls that transition to the guy. Like the one guy, he got flat, he tried his best to try to look like a guy. Overdo it. That's the spirit. That's about it. That's the world we in, man. Fucking Esau, man.
And then why the book of Jude, man, speaks about what it speaks about. Jude verse 7. Suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. I was just saying, man, that's why this place suffering the vengeance of eternal fire, man. For the acts that it keep committing. Hey, man, these people know. They know, man. Man, you know that ain't right, bro.
Right.
You just wicked. You can't help yourself. Right? You fulfilling a lot, man.
They had to get the legislation to justify.
Yeah.
Like that. The Elder Malcolm was on. Truth don't need legislation to justify. Lies. But they set up a narrative to where that's normal. You're desensitized to a 6'8" nigga with fucking cum brothers.
That goddamn got calcium. What it is? Cal muscle like Michael Phelps.
Hey, but that's like normal enough. Then you got the broad version. You got E40. Yeah, they strap.
Yeah, true. What you said, Paul?
They the one plotting on your broad. You know what I mean? Motherfucker willing to pay a bill. Yeah, tell you, I can't wait till the family come in, man. Read it. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Read it.
You got that. Oh, no, let's go back there. Come on.
This is 2 Chronicles 36 and 15. And the Lord power of their father said to them by his messenger, rising up meantime.
Right, the Lord sent his messenger, man. And the approach is very diligent. There's nowhere you can go, you can't profess that you haven't seen the Israelites. And see, hey, we give all you Israelite groups credit to a certain extent. Because at some point, at least you serve as an entry-level group. So you can't say that, you come across these groups, right? They might not have a deep mystery, but they tell you that you're an Israelite. Now, at that point, if you're serious, then you eventually find the council of Yahawashi, man, which is known to play a great meal song, beginning of the possible. Yeah. But there's no more excuses now. The Lord have his men out the planet Earth. Go ahead.
It says, rising up big times and sending because he had compassion on his people.
Right. This is an act of mercy. The Lord extending his word to you is an act of mercy and compassion. Go ahead.
And on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High.
Right, but they mocked us, man. Whether openly or in their mind, they mocking us. But in reality, you were mocking the one who sent us. See, we under the orders of Yahawashi. Power that's to be feared. Go ahead,
And despise his word.
right, you despise the word. What's that? Proverbs 13. Got that? Yeah, come on.
It's Proverbs 13. In verse 13, it says, whoso despises the word shall be destroyed.
Yeah, that's the penalty for despising the word. This is not a let bygones be bygones thing, where you just ride off in the sunset. We agree to disagree. No, you get destroyed. We don't heart. Well, it's spiritual. You can believe that. And the Lord told too. Lord don't want everybody to even experience all that. He said we're gonna kill them. Because certainly if they experience what we experience, they'll believe. The Lord, that's how powerful the Lord is. You know, you have a nigga that's stuck, he'll show off everything. Lord, no, I'm just showing my friends what I can do.
Lest I should heal you.
Go back to Isaiah the 6th chapter. Least I should heal them. So that means I'm gonna have to kill you now. Because you was, what's that? Isaiah, oh man, is that Isaiah 6? The ointment they haven't been, one. Yeah. They haven't been modified with the ointment. So now, even when you go into the law, you can't sacrifice anything to the Lord. You can't be blind. You can't have a broken bone. You got a lamb. You can't have them. He can't be sick. So the Lord didn't deviate anyway, man. It's just spiritual now. Y'all didn't consider wicked among Israel. You consider the spiritual overtones of the law. Go ahead.
Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed.
Go ahead.
But he that feareth the commandment
See?
shall be rewarded.
See, he who fear the commandment. Now, what's the commandment when you really go into it? It's Yahawashi. That's the word. Yeah, that's Yahawashi. That ain't no hard saying. You think the book changes all of a sudden? Yahawashi in the background. Now, that means that somebody have grounds to disagree. Motherfucker said, I get it, Yahawashi, but I'm gonna go with Proverbs 5. That's how it's
That's just real quick. Like you were saying about the word, right? What is that? John the 1st chapter. The word became flesh, right? So the word, right, is in the book, which is the word of the Most High. Proverbs, like in Psalms 47 says what? For lo, I come in the volume of the book. So Yahawashi is the word, man. Just like you were saying.
Revelation 19.
That's it. Oh yeah, yep.
19 to 13.
13, okay.
One of the many titles of the Lord is
Yep.
the word of God.
Word of the Most High. So that word was manifested to a man.
That's the commandment. That's why in the law, the Lord said, hear you him. Why? Because he's
Like we always say, now, what Yahawashi said, I will be with you even unto the end. Right. So here it is. You go Yahawashi right here. He with us even unto the end, man. He right here, found in this book, man. But everybody's not going to be able to receive that. That's why you said, at least I healed it. See, that's
heavy, bro.
right. The Most High is a just power. When I say he's just power, he didn't give you the truth now justify that he kill your ass, right? Because you're not healed, you're not converted. See, so that's the justification of in that day you are marked for death, right? The ones that he preserved from the foundation of the earth, he also sprinkled in understanding in their vessels, man, in their spirit, right? He gave them the capability to receive this word. And those that can't receive this word and despise it in their hearts, they may not put forth action, but they even say words in their head about what we're saying. You're gonna die. And it's gonna be justified. Why? Because you wasn't converted, you wasn't healed. You was that putrefying sword.
Right.
Got
Yeah,
worse,
you bring that up,
yeah.
because that goes in the reincarnation.
Man, that's it. Ooh.
That goes in the reincarnation. Putrefying sword that gets worse and worse. So this lifetime ain't the only time that they came up against the ordinance of the Lord. It's just the nigga got on joy.
It's Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
They got them guillotines ready to. How these niggas gonna fall under that? They said, bow down. I'm to the sword. What?
It says, because when I called, ye did not answer.
Right, and they're going into the peak of the Lord calling, man. Which again, this is not a new idea. Lord always, remember Yahawashi said how often I would have gathered thee as a hen in my chick. Right?
When I spake, he did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes.
Right, yeah, he did evil before the eyes of the Lord, man. Which, hey, like I said, this is the peak of that process. You know? Because it's not going to be another ministry. After the Lord brings his judgment here, we're not going to be in the kingdom of another ministry around the prophesying. No, that's it. That's how we know right here that this prophecy and perfection is concerned here in the latter days. Right over here in the west.
And did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Right. Everything's going to come down to decision making. Think about it. Choose this day whom thou shalt serve. That's why really our discernment is most preferred, man. Because if you ain't got discernment, you're not going to be able to decipher what truth is that in the truth anyway. All right. That was it.
Like in 2 Chronicles 36 and 16, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his purpose.
Right. Well,
until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people.
That's another example of the penalty, man. Once you refuse Yahawashi, that's it. Your fate is sealed. What?
Till there was no remedy.
Now, till there was no remedy. Look up that word remedy real quick. Got it?
The word remedy is Mara. It means help.
Help. Right? You've been going into that. You can't sacrifice. Your sacrifice can't be blemished in the sight of the Lord. But guess what? Our wholeness, so to speak, is inward. Let's get that out the way. The Lord has cleansed the inner man. Now we are able to be presented as chaste virgins before Yahawashi, which has in turn proven to be the mediator to the Most High. Go ahead,
It says healing and cure.
See? No cure, man. You can't come before the Lord, with blemish. You have to have a pure heart. You have to fully believe that he is. You can't just come up here and hang with us. No, in your mind, you have to know what's going on. Where?
It says prophet.
Right, because if not, then your reason to have spot on.
That's your reading house, like lettuce. You got ketchup on that, on the white garment. Well,
It says sound mind.
right. See, sound is with sound goes in the health as well. The scripture speaks about wholesome. That's one of the words. Yeah, that's spirit. Yeah, go ahead.
It says medicine.
Medicine. This word is medicine. Because we was all sick. In fact, we was dead. That was the state of the nation of Israel. That was the worst case scenario that could have happened to a nation. That happened to Israel. We was dead. Lord worked a miracle by reviving us. And the medicine, it was like an elixir. That's why this is the water. What scripture say? The water that I give you.
Oh, yeah. You were there with Thursday.
Yeah. Well, whipped up like that. So he was dead. Lord formed this. Hey, give me this. Take this. Well,
It says refreshing.
Oh, refreshing. Right, that's it. That's bringing you back from that decomposed state. Remember the temple that was broken down, that went into ruin? That was Israel. Because when your body breaks down, your body is a temple, right? What happened when it breaks down? It decomposed. And it decomposed around a certain time, like after 3 or 4 days. That's why when the Lord worked the miracle with Lazarus, it was after 3 or 4 days that was technically the body started breaking down. It started decomposing. So after 3 days, the temple, we broke down. The Lord said, I'm going to raise it up in 3 days. Good, man.
It says
Deliverance. Deliverance, right. Hey, which deliverance or destruction.
You know what? We're gonna take our ass home. You know
Yeah, that was
what I'm
good.
saying?
Yeah. The temple.
Yeah, the temple.
Right.
That's it. By the time you were saying that, yeah, what we gonna do? Through the spirit of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, our brothers out, man.
Hey, that's the spirit of the Lord,
See
man.
that, man?
They don't even know what season we're in. Like this the Passover. They don't know we're about to go into the feast of unleavened bread. They full of leaven, man. It's gonna be beautiful, man. That's why when you see the videos now, like you see a video of God knock a bitch out on the road.
Yeah.
That was a bitch like that. She rolled by the bucket in Ohio.
You know,
Says
real talk.
Yeah, but you gonna see some old news break, man.
Yep. Right. On the jail today.
That's just one. What you call it? Yes, sir. That's just one sir. Yeah, it's one sir. Who ready? Can we go to the
It's Proverbs 13 and 18. Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuseth instruction.
Right, yeah, poverty and shame. That's gonna be perfected in this lifetime. Poverty and shame. Lord gonna have you kicked out. Oh, what's the second thing? And shame, that's spiritual too. Because you don't have this truth. That's equivalent to not having the riches too, man. But ultimately, Lord gonna take your foundation from you. What's that? Isaiah 3. Yep. What up?
But he that regardeth for food,
Come on, man. Take heed, man. You saw that? He that regardeth reproof. That's the Yahawashi, man. Reproof, that's the Yahawashi, man. Which again is on display in the form of the ministry. See, to regard this information, that's equivalent to you attending to Yahawashi. Matter of fact, give me real quick Proverbs 4. Because Yahawashi said, how often I would have gathered you as a chip. And also in Luke, it says Luke 19. Yeah, the things concerning your peace, but now they're hidden from thy eyes. Let's only spend this lifetime here in this perfection. Well,
The book of Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear ye children, the instruction of the father, and attend to no understanding.
you can attend to no understanding. The Father right there is Yahawashi. Right? Saying that we spawned from him. It's also proven in Isaiah 9th chapter. But what scriptures encourage you to be attentive to the Lord. Well,
For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law.
see that? That's the same commandment. The same truth. I said, come on, let's go back.
This Proverbs 13 and 18. Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuseth instruction, but he that regardeth reproof shall be honored.
See that? The honor goes into promoting. When you promote something, you raise it up. Right? So Yahawashi now is going to hedge those of us who regarded his son. Oh, what's that? Psalm 2nd chapter. Simple as that. Guess what? We found out the science behind it. We ain't got to convince you. We know for it. A lot of you guys going to be convinced. Now you're going to have a lot of Jake come in by however way the Lord allowed. But for you who came up into the council and refused it, utterly pulled away the shoulder, your faith is sealed. You know how many niggas it is out there? Niggas, there's another being born every day. And if you let them think, yeah. Baby, yeah. A nigga just emerged out of you in Idaho. Nigga, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, right? Yeah. Right. Yeah, you gotta know where for that matter. Hello. Oh, good. Yeah, just pop up. Yeah, really so. Oh, shit.
This Jeremiah 5, and he started 23. It says, but these people have their revolting, their rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone.
Hey, look, and that's those that was not brought out as lost. Right? But it goes into those that are really predestined to death. Yeah, they must be, that's it, they must be put to death. Right? So that's their fate. That's been their fate ever since the beginning. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You know, it's just like you said, now they just in the abundance of their rebellion. Right. You got all the devices to contribute to your rebellion. The Lord equipped you all the tools because that word rebellion goes back to going to war. Back to war. Right. You know, like he said, hey, look, I'm gonna give this so broad liberty. Right. It's just, you know, so ahead, man. Now Israel land under every green tree of the protection. And they hate the Holy One. They hate the Yahawashi. They hate the doctrine. Somebody go home. Go. They hate the Yahawashi. The doctrine really represents restriction. And that's why the scripture says Israel is like that wild boar. Is it one in the neck? A bull in the china shop. That's what a nigga is. Right. And you can't, that means that restrictions, they don't want to hear that. Right. Try to restrain that. You know, get a lot of kickback. Real quick, like you were saying, they can't help themselves, man. What we read earlier, let the blood be on the front. They don't even know why they're doing it. Because the blood on there, them the same ones who like, let the brothers go. Right. You know,
kill that,
A murderer, yeah.
Yeah, let them murder, yeah, man.
Al-Azhar would have been with that.
Exactly. He up there. That's it, bro. That's it. You are as your father. You resist always. That's it, because they are built. Oh yeah, because they are the same people, man, coming back. And time again, like we just said earlier. Now there's the abundance of them because this is the time of judgment. Right. This is the end. Right? So now they're gonna scoff their ass off, man. Right? They're gonna what did Lamentation tell Esau to do? Rejoice and be glad. So that's the same with the 2/3 because they doing wickedly, right?
In the last days, that's what we scoffed.
That's it.
John 8:44. Ye are of your father, the devil.
That's what I'm thinking about. Ye are of your father, the devil. Right? Go ahead.
It says, in the lust of your father ye will do.
Yeah, in the lust of your father you would do. Meaning what? What you did in the past, man. You're gonna do it in its perfection now. Like you said, you got all these devices now, man, to perfect your wickedness, to perfect your scoffing, to perfect your hate that you felt from the beginning, which you was ordained to be, right? You was ordained to fulfill that life. Read it again.
It says, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning.
Hey, and that's talking about who? Cain. Right? Which, if you can receive it in the spirit, that's Esau, right? Coming back. So that's the beginning of the murderistic ways of the so-called modern day white man. Because they are the Edomites. They come from Esau. Once again, if you can receive it in the spirit, Cain came back in the reincarnation as Esau. So that's what that's talking about.
And the ball not in the truth.
Right.
Because
then what? He knew the righteous thing to do, just like our forefather Abraham. Right? But he want to go his own way anyway, man. He want to be an anti. Hey, because he's the physical counterpart of the spiritual being Satan. Anti. Go ahead, bro.
Because there is no truth in him.
Because there ain't no truth in him, man. Meaning you're gonna do the left hand, you're gonna do the left hand thing all the time. You're gonna do what's wrong all the time. Right? Even if you get rebuked, even if you get told to do the right thing. Right? Job, the 10th chapter speaks about that, man. Even in the land of darkness, the darkness as itself, with no order. Because Esau took down the commandments that they once had up in the judicial system. Right? They telling the children in the school, in the educational system, that you can't pray out loud. You know, it's being outlawed. Right? So that's the beginning of the fall of a system. Read the report again.
It says, because there is no truth in him, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
Right, the liar and the father of it. Yep, he's a liar and the father of it, man. Right? So all the way from the beginning, man, Esau Edom has been there. Now, 2/3 of our people, that's what this is concerning of, man. Right? You have your father, the devil. Yahawashi.
Characteristic.
Right. Wickedly, you do wickedly, because you perform in Romans 12 and 2. You're anti to that. It says, be not conformed. So, but you're being conformed. Right? So you're taking upon the spirit of the wicked. What the scripture saying in the book, as the ruler of the city, so are the people.
Yeah, John 14. Was that Isaiah 13? Whoever is John 10, you should be first.
Ezekiel chapter 6. Ezekiel 6 and 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward the mountains of Israel. Son of man, set thy face toward the mountains of Israel.
Because they're offended, all right? That's a heavy part of the story. Say, Spirit only wanting to you. Trust me, you know?
Whenever I think of you niggas, it's like, you know, either entertainment you bring to the table, or that, you know, when you gonna die, man. See that? Yeah. Well, I'm telling you. Cool.
God, it say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord power.
Right. See? Fucking 2/3, man. Hear the word of the Lord. What?
Thus saith the Lord power to the mountains of the mountains and to the hill, and to the rivers and to the valleys.
All of them. What?
Behold, I will even bring a sword upon you.
Right. The Lord gonna bring a sword upon you, man. The sword represents destruction on all sides. Right? Famine. Go ahead.
And I will destroy your high places, and your altars shall be desolate, and your images shall be broken.
Right, because you niggas believe in something out there that would provoke you to come up against your house. Your sacrifice is not to the Lord, right? What?
Says, I will cast down your slain men before your idols. I will lay the dead carcasses of the children of Israel before their idols, and I will scatter your bones round about your altar.
Right, that the truth still stands, right? Because your altar is really your sacrifice in this lifetime. That's your sacrifice. You niggas gonna die right where your bones gonna be right. Same place. Shit. Go ahead.
It says that in all your dwelling places, the city shall be
Right,
laid
in
waste.
all your dwelling places, man. You paying attention, they're going to reincarnation. Because again, that's not like, boy, I gotta write another document up to combat the rebellion of you niggas out there. No, Lord said all your dwelling places. Wherever you spring up, now you're in America, Babylon the Great. Go ahead,
In all your dwelling places, the city shall be laid waste. In the high places shall
right,
be
because
desolate.
even when you consider Israel as a people before as a place, you're gonna be desolate, man. Lord gonna be a testament of the Lord refusing. Now you can forsake a city or house, and the shit, what happened? It run down. You don't give a fuck about it. The house itself is a memorial that it has been forsaken. So that's gonna be you niggas from the top of you niggas down, ramming niggas out there scouring around the streets. Go ahead,
God, it says, Salaki, it says, and the high places shall be desolate, that your altars may be laid waste and made desolate, and your idols be made broken and cease, and your images may be cut down, and your works may be abolished.
right? Because you're driven by a thought. See, you don't have to be into the scripture to in a particular doctrine to have an idol. You know what I'm saying? Like that, all of a sudden, a nigga with a black and mild don't apply to this. No. You have an idol out there. Whatever you have made your power and what drives you to come up against your Yahawashi, you're going to die because of that. Well,
And the slain shall fall in the midst of you, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, Yahawashi.
right, you're going to be teaching moments. Like them guys coming back talking shit. They're going to know they can trump the jurisdiction of the Lord. Niggas going to die. They're going to see some fringes. You know, something happen. The paramedics look like Fatah. They're trying to administer, you know, the whole camp, the whole experience in the hospital. And they roll you in the receptionist. I'm telling you, man. Smart. Smart the ambulance. Hey, but trust me, All right, bear with us, man. Hey, man, that's how we're dealing with, bro. All right, scripture say they're going to know that I'm the Lord, man. Think they're going to get away from coming, making mockery of, and we read it. They made mockery of the men of the Lord until, what did it say, until that wrath stirred up. And then it's going to be cemented by you knowing that that was Yahawashi. You spoke praise to the wrong guy on the block. Real talk. The Lord will set up a scenario where you'll remember, you know, real talk. It was just a Muslim sign pop up somewhere. All right, come on.
Yet will I leave a remnant.
Oh, see? Read that again.
Yet will I leave a remnant.
See that? You see the duality of the Lord. He's always going to remind you that there's going to be a remnant. Right? Yet there will be a remnant. Go ahead.
That he may have some that shall escape the sword.
See, the Lord going to have some of us to escape the sword, man. We those men, Lord willing, and we continue to endure. All right? But as it were, here we go. We on this side. And we believe. Read that again.
Yet will I leave a remnant, that he may have some that shall escape the sword among the nations, when ye shall be scattered through the countries.
Right, that rule that they're talking about a certain time. We were scattered among the nations in its perfection in this lifetime. Those are key words to let you know this prophecy right here is going to unfold in this lifetime. Where you're going to have some that's going to escape that severe famine, you know, all hell breaking loose. Yep, good.
It says, and they that escape of you shall remember me among the nations.
Yeah, hey, it's not that us. Those who escape, chronologically, the Lord put that afterwards. Those who escape, they're going to remember. Chronologically, remembering them. The Lord not bound by the time. Those who escape. That's it, bro.
See, you can't get up this time's get hard. It's just that old devil trying to keep us apart. Say, devil, you ain't got nothing here. I'm going to my way.
What?
Real quick, we're going through the pain right now to get the game.
Right, right. And it said the devil.
Right.
Yeah, that as it pertaining to because you have these niggas, they're part of the devil's system. They little minions for Esau. Well,
It says, and they that escape of you shall remember me among the nations, whither they shall be carried captive, because I am broken with their whorish heart, which have departed from me, and with their eyes which go a whoring after their idols, and they shall loathe them.
Go ahead.
It's like, and they shall loathe themselves for the evils which they have committed in all their abominations.
Yep.
And they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahawashi, and that I have said, and I have not said in vain.
Right. What you think that's talking about? That's speaking about prophecy, man. Which Ezekiel, what? He was in the Babylon. He was in the Babylonian captivity. What?
It says, and I said, and I have not said in vain that I will do this evil unto them. I said,
and we are being comforted the more we see them. Like I always go into the spirit, those are representatives, ambassadors of the 2/3. Every nigga that go ride by ain't got a voice to them. They just serve as a representation of all them niggas outside the church. Go ahead, all right.
It says, thus saith the Lord power, smite with thine hand, and stamp with thy foot, and say, the land, all the evil abominations of the house of Israel, for they shall fall by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. God, it's like it. The book of Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 11, 6 and 11. Thus saith the Lord power, smite with thine hand, and stamp with thy foot, and say, alas, for all the evil abominations of the house of Israel, for they shall fall by the sword, by the famine.
Right, see, at last, we're going into the climax of the census of Israel, man. We're going right into what?
And by the pestilence. It says, he that is far off shall die in the pestilence, and he that is near shall fall by the sword, and he that remaineth is besieged shall die by the famine. Thus will I accomplish my fury upon them.
That's it. That's true. That in this lifetime, man, God's going to finally accomplish his fury on us, man. And you see the stage set if your pistons is firing, so to speak. Because this is the time when everything is in abundance. The food and right, the lust of Israel is being made readily. Esau is accommodating. The God is going to suddenly take that away. All right, the Lord is going to bring in the family. For those who are in the city, that's going to be the seed. The Lord himself is going to blockade the city. Right? Then going to the sword, right? The sword going to get you to outside of the city and pass. God said the Bible. So if that, when we give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahawah, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash.
Double understand teachers, the head apostle, and elder of the great millstone. Shalom to the fellow labor. God we believe to this time. Shalom.
Shalom, ETA,